Hey Max, considering where you started this weekend, you pretty pleased that the car was able to come alive through Quali and at the end it looked like you were in the real fight for pole.
Yeah, I mean today was a lot more positive for us. I think I felt a lot more confident with the car. Just a lot more promising actually, and from that side I think we did a very good job. The only problem is that of course this weekend we ran one step softer on the compounds, and I think that actually hurt us a little bit. Just tires overheating too much when I really wanted to go for it. So sector one was good, but then I just ran out of tires.
How are you feeling about tomorrow's challenge and the prospect of taking the fight to Oscar and holding Lando back?
It will be tough. I mean, I'm going to be realistic about that, but we still, we want to have a good start, good first corner, and then just see what we can do in the race. Because yesterday it was not very good, but I do think with the changes that we made on the car, that will help anyway in the race. But it's going to be a tough battle, of course, because we know that normally in the race McLaren is even stronger than what they show in qualifying, just because of their tire management. But that's okay. I mean, we just have to keep working, keep trying to understand more what we need to improve on. And I think at least what we definitely did well this weekend is how we improved our car already. Now we just need to make sure that the tires are overheating a little bit less.
Well, firstly, how are you feeling? Because that was such a big hit.
Yeah, I'm okay, thankfully, but at the same time very frustrating that how I ended up in such early stage, and especially a very unnecessary situation.
How tough has the car been today just to get the most out of it? Did it feel like you were just chasing the pace a little bit?
I mean, it's kind of up and down. I mean, some sessions I felt okay, some sessions suddenly dropped a lot. And FP3 wasn't, to be honest, it was a bit mystery how I ended up. Obviously, not being able to put it all together, but at the same time, it was a pretty poor pace. We didn't know exactly why, but we made a lot of change and seems to felt pretty good in first turn 2, turn 3, and the crashed immediately after. So, yeah, it's just very shame that I feel like I feel like the car was quite there, and just put myself into the wall with such a stupid mistake.
Mega lap, congratulations. Just talk me through that final lap when you saw all that traffic and it was all on the line.
I was not going to be happy if that cost me pole, but in the end it was enough. The rest of the lap was really strong, and I was very happy with it. Just that was a bit of a spanner in the works, but the team did a great job of getting the car in a good window. It obviously wasn't an easy session with all the red flags, the delays, and just the tires as well were not very easy to stay on top of. So we did a good job, and I feel like I found my feet nicely into Q3, and both the laps felt good, but the second one was very strong.
How much confidence can you take into tomorrow's race, not just from that lap, but the job you've kind of done all weekend really to build up to tomorrow's race?
I think, we're confident. Our race pace yesterday looked quite good. Obviously, getting a good start's going to be important tomorrow, but let's see. But no, feeling good. I think qualifying was where we felt we had some work to do yesterday, and the car's been quick, but it's not been the most consistent, and I think today we did a good job of making it a bit easier to tame. So I'm excited for tomorrow.
Obviously, commiserations after Quali.
Commiserations.
P4 isn't what you want, even though that's your number. Look, just talk me through how that Quali unfolded, why you think you weren't maybe able to extract the maximum from the car and the way you'd want it to.
Yeah, it was good until the final 2 laps. Just not quick enough. That's all.
Not quick enough because you pushed too hard or you made some mistakes?
No idea. The lap time just doesn't come. I just same answers every weekend. I think it's a regular thing. So I feel better until I get to it. I obviously just need to work on it a lot. It's just not good enough.
Tomorrow, race day, pace is generally much better. I know it's hard to overtake around here, but you're always good around here. Give you a bit of hope to recover into the podium?
Yeah, but not a lot. I don't think our pace is that much better. It's definitely going to be better, I presume, than the others, but yeah, I'm here to win, and I don't have much of a chance of winning, so if I can get on the podium, that would be nice.
Home fans here at Ferrari, just explain to me how the car felt and whether or not that was what you could do, and that's where the car's at, I guess, at the minute.
I don't think that's where the car's at. Obviously, I think we made some really good progress this weekend, and it doesn't show in the results, which is why, generally I'm devastated to see us get knocked out there. the car, I feel like we made all the right changes. For some reason, we just didn't switch on the tire at the end there, and I think it's the same for Charles. So we have to look into that, and it makes the race a lot harder for us, but we'll keep pushing.
How much can you take then from the car feeling better? At least I know it didn't come together today, but that's progress, right? And it feels like if you can make some progress from Miami to here, that is, you go in the right direction, even if the result isn't there.
I think so. I think we've made some improvements this weekend. It's just, as I said, it's not showing for some reason. So I got not much else to add to that. So
You haven't got any ideas why yet?
I have no idea why all of a sudden we couldn't get through it.
So it's becoming increasingly tough to hear how disappointed you are, I guess, when you get out of the car and you're lacking that performance. Just talk me through how difficult it has been here, especially in front of the home fans.
Well, very disappointed, especially at home. At such a special Grand Prix for the team, it just hurts. It will have hurt anyway, whatever tracks, but here it hurts even more. I have no words about our performance today. The only thing we can say is that we are sorry for this kind of performance at home and in general. We are just not good enough and at the moment, and we've got to do better. And unfortunately, this is all I can say at the moment, and this is all we are trying to do, is to be better and to, work in the right direction.
Does the car feel a little bit better, at least in race pace? I know it's tough to overtake here, but is there a little bit of hope you can maybe rescue something tomorrow?
Race pace was strong, but we are starting P11, so apart from if something is happening crazy,
George, congratulations, another top 3 spot. That run on that medium right at the death, was that always the plan to give it a go?
Yeah, it was always the plan, to be honest, and it was so tight to get the lap in. I lost about a tenth down the straight because I had to make a gap to Sainz, and then Lance was coming through, and I was in first gear starting the lap, wheel spin, and I was like, I've already lost it, sorry. But, you know, P3 was a good result.
How pleased are you with the consistency that you've been displaying recently, and how much confidence? I know you're probably going to say the Macca's are too far ahead, but, you know, you're doing the best you can, right, with what you've got, and hopefully another podium tomorrow.
It's my job is to drive this car as fast as possible, and I feel this season I've been doing a solid job. Still feel there's room to improve with myself, but you know, my goal is to get the best result possible week in, week out, and I think there's probably only been two sessions this whole season where I felt that I could have done a better job. That wasn't in Miami, so probably in Japan where I felt I underperformed. Miami I was just off the pace, but you know, P3 again was a maximum.
Kimi, obviously commiserations to get knocked out in Q1. What happened through Q2?
Yeah, I just really struggled to, you know, I couldn't really extract any grip out of the tires, and it was difficult out there. Especially, you know, compared to FP was a lot different, and I struggled to get into the rhythm and to find the grip out there. And of course, it's a shame to come away with P13 because obviously it's difficult to overtake here.
How much does it kind of hurt, obviously, in front of your home crowd as well, so close to your hometown, that tomorrow there's still opportunities?
Yeah, hopefully, yes. I mean, definitely, you know, it's really hard to overtake, and it's gonna be difficult, but we will do our best.